Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this ASUS UX550G. Alright, so we're going to be using a T5 or Torx 5 screwdriver. Alright, and we're going to remove all the screws from the bottom. You want to keep all the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that is I put them flat side down like this in the pattern I remove it on my desk. Alright, so we have this rectangular pattern. So we're just going to remove all the screws and put them in that pattern. Alright, so the customer is having issues with the battery, so we're going to see what the battery model number is and see if we can get a replacement. But other than that, we'll see what it looks like inside and see if there's any upgradable components. Okay, for the size of the laptop, I'm assuming the RAM and the hard drive or SSD is going to be replaceable, but we'll see. Alright, if this video helps you out, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade their devices. And if it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, now that we got all the screws out, let's see if we can pop this out easily or if it's going to be somewhat of a pain. I'm going to think a suction cup might work best for this, but let's go ahead and see what we can do. Okay, so usually what I do, let's see if I can, is I get in the gap here with my fingernails, and then I'm going to push with my thumbs on the trackpad. I'm not on the trackpad, on the palm rest assembly. You want to actually avoid the trackpad. Okay, so here you can see when I do that, it's forming a gap here. And then if you want, you can actually get underneath and pull on that. Okay, so we can get in, and we're just going to work our way around. Okay, wow, it's pretty dusty in there. Okay, now that we got a gap in the front, you want to keep something in there so that you can keep that gap open. Alright, so I'm keeping my fingers in there. Then we're going to work our way around the sides here and continue popping this out. Okay, same thing. I'm pushing down while pulling up on this metal piece, and let's see if we can pop it out. Wow, it's stuck in there real good. So, let's see, how are we going to get this out? So it doesn't feel like there's any hidden screws underneath this piece. Let's work our way over to this side and continue doing the same thing. Okay, same thing. Okay, so that side I was able to pop it up, as you can see. Okay, and once I got that, it seems like the rest kind of popped out on its own. I kind of just wiggled it a little. And here you can see inside it's super dusty. Battery connector here is hidden underneath. So let me actually clean the dust up in here and then I'll be back. I'll just put this here as a screenshot. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up and we'll be back. I don't see any replaceable RAM actually on this model, but there is a M.2. This looks like an NVMe SSD. Let me see if it confirms. Yeah, PCIe Express. So this is a PCIe NVMe. There's just one screw here, PH1 or JS1. Then you can pop it up slightly and pull it back. Alright, there's also the Cmos or BIOS battery here. These look like keyboard backlight connectors, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. This is likely for the screen. I don't know, there's all these weird connectors in here. Wireless adapter with the antennas, keyboard connector, battery connects right here. You can actually slide this latch, up out of the way, and then you can pop this connector out just like this. Alright, I'll get a close-up later, but for now we're just doing a quick look. Alright, you got the fan connector here, other fan connector here, speaker connected here, and this speaker actually connects over to the other speaker here, so both speakers connect to this one spot. Then you got all these connectors underneath that we'll see what they are when I go to remove the battery because there's no battery model number on top of here. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and clean the dust out of here and I'll be back. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so I'm back. Got the cover cleaned up and we got the inside of this with the fans all cleaned up. Alright, let's go ahead now and remove the battery and see if there's a model number there. So we're going to use the PH1 or JS1 screwdriver. Again, keep all the screws in order. Okay, there's 4 going along the top here. Remove them all. We are going to have to unroute the speaker cable here. Okay, so we got those 4. It looks like there's some tape here holding the battery connector down, so we're gonna have to peel this tape up. Or sorry, not the battery connector, the speaker connector. So we're gonna peel that, get the speaker connector out of there. Okay, then we're gonna unroute it from this wire routing area. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to take the speaker out, but let's see. Okay, so we got this out. Yeah, let's actually get this speaker out. Alright, 2 screws. Now that we got both, we can lift this out and move that out of the way. Okay, and then let's see about lifting the battery up. Here we go. Okay, battery comes up nice and easy, and yes, there's looks like model information. Sorry, let me clean off the dust here. There's quite a bit of dust underneath. Oops. Keep that speaker out of the way. Okay, sorry, I'm brushing off the dust to the side. Alright, so I can actually see this battery, this side is inflated, this side isn't, so this is what it's supposed to look like, and this is means it's bad. Alright, so battery model number is right here, C42N1728, C42N1728. It's a 15.4 volt, 71 watt hour. Okay, so that's the battery. Okay, there's quite a bit of dust in here too, so I guess we'll try and just clean out a little bit. And then here you can see underneath what the connectors are. Okay, so there's some adhesive here that the dust is stuck to, so we'll just leave that there since it's stuck. Clean out any of the more loose dust. Okay, and yeah. Alright, so you have this connector, this small connector here is going to the, are these indicator lights? Yeah, battery and power indicator lights. Then you have this connector here going to the touchpad, and this for the keyboard, and the keyboard backlight connector is right there. All of these have little flip latch connectors. You just got to see which side is you can flip, and then yeah. All right, if you're confused on how to remove any of this, you can watch my other videos. All the connectors are pretty much the same, and you got the keyboard, or sorry, the fingerprint reader connector right there. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We're gonna put this thing back together, and then we just got to check, the customer just needs to know how much the battery replacement costs. Okay, so we drop the battery back in. We're going to get the speaker back over. Okay, get the tape out of the way. Okay, alright, then we'll get this speaker dropped back into place, and we'll route the wire back over again. Okay, just like this. Back over, under, under. Okay, over, going all around here, just like that, and like that, and did I do this wrong? It looks like this wire should actually go up here, but they made it go down here, and then they just put tape on it, so, well, we'll just keep it that way, since that's how they had it. Okay, and as far as the battery connector goes, I said I'd do a close-up, so here you can see. Alright, make sure this metal tab is pushed up and out of the way, and then we're basically just going to push the battery down into place and then slide this connector back on top. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and get all the screws back in, and we're good to go. Alright, so let me zoom out a tiny bit more so you can see the whole thing as I put back all the screws. It's all wobbly, sorry. Stop moving, there we go. We'll get these 2 speaker screws back in. Okay, and then we can go ahead and get this back on. So you can see there's some clips up here, but other than that, there's not much to this bottom cover. Alright, let's go ahead and put this back on. Just get the screw mounts lined up, click everything back in. Good. Alright, wait. Shoot, I didn't put the battery screws back in. Okay, let's pop this back out. Actually, it pops out pretty easily from here. Okay, nice. Alright, almost forgot the 4 battery screws. Let's go ahead and get those back in. Okay. And then we'll just put the rest of the screws back. There we go. Alright, let's get the bottom cover back on. Just get everything lined up and push it all back down. Okay. Good. Alright. Go, and then we'll switch back over to the T5 or Torx 5 screwdriver, and we'll get all those screws back in. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Again, hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices. If it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Other than that, you're welcome to stay as I put back the rest of these screws. But yeah, that's all there is. Alright, let's get all these screws back in. Sure the screws go in straight and not at an angle. You'll actually feel that when you go to put the screw in, it shouldn't be too difficult to twist. Alright. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Alright, let's drop this. Bye.